Hey everybody, this is Josh Urban. It's Wednesday, September 12th, and I'm midway between rail trips on the JURT tour here. I want to give you guys the update. But I want to make this update a little bit special because the other ones are kind of, it's just like, oh wow, look, I'm here. And that's what I set out not to do. So here's a singing update. And I have not composed this before. So this is just all ad-libbed. I'm going to tell you about the stories that I've run into while I play my guitar. My fingers are so sore. And my heart goes out to my guitar students. So I'm like, oh, just deal with it, man. You'll be fine. From playing guitar. But anyway. This is the JURT update. Well, I started out in Alexandria. I got on the train. I'm trying not to wake up the passenger next to me, even though it's in the morning. Her name was Phyllis, and we became friends. She's going to be on the train a lot longer than me, so I gloated good-naturedly as I got off in Charlottesville. But before that, I saw a lot of nice scenery and some cows. Oh yeah. Then I was looking for the bus. I was tweeting about the bus. Almost missed the bus. I asked the bus repeatedly if it was going to be able to take me back to the train station. They said yes. Oh yeah! I stumbled around the pedestrian mall. It's a good thing there are no cars, because I would have got hit. And then I set up in front of Seaville Arch. I used my mother's name and her reputation as an artist, because she's in that store, to set up a pitch in front of it for 6 hours. They were really nice. Barbara even gave me use of the back room. Never thought I'd have a dressing room. But the street was Victoria! There was college girls everywhere. Mostly they ignored me. They're looking for frat boys. There was none there because they'd ate them all. Some college football fans stopped by and jammed on Johnny Cash with me. We sang just to watch him die. It was fun. Almost missed the bus for the train out of town. But I got on the train out of town. It was the Crescent. Now the train out of town is a very important train, and it's not to be trifled with. I trifled with it later. I'll tell you about that in a minute. So I was on the train about 12:15 in the morning. A dude named Marley gets on. He didn't call me Scrooge because he was from Jamaica. Yeah, man! And his story was that he works for a company that delivers school buses and trailers, tractors, as in tractor trailers. And each one of those has to be driven to the dealership. What a tremendous amount of work that we don't even know about. And I was going back to it later. And I was having such a good time talking with Marley, because he was from New York. He was telling me where the good pizza was. This was before the conclusion of the tour, when I'd eaten all pizza all the time. I'm kind of sick of it now. But hopefully by Friday I'll be ready again to go pizza hunting in Brooklyn. Oh of a sudden, I see the train stopped at the station. And it's my station. And I'm right in a seat with all my gear on the luggage rack overhead. And I made the crescent. Wait for me while I got off. I was very sorry. And then I was the only one on the platform in the middle of the night. In High Point, North Carolina. I walked to my hotel, lifted my suitcase, so the wheels wouldn't alert all those North Carolina muggers that had a Taylor guitar. Although it's the cheap one, it was the only one I had. I was stuck in the hotel, and there was a chandelier on the ceiling. I said, "Excuse me, there must be some mistake." 'Cause I'm on the stage, cheap hotel! Listen, no, Mr. Urban. Welcome, welcome. Then I fell asleep. My alarm went off way too early. And I looked out at the furniture stores. Because there's a lot of furniture stores in High Point. I took way too many Instagram pictures. Waiting for the train. Almost missed that train. I plugged on the platform. It didn't look like the Amtrak. I said, "Is this the Amtrak?" He said, "This is the only one that goes out of town this Saturday, man." So I got on it. The conductor was grumpy because his iPhone was busted up. But anyway, we're flying down the tracks through a gritty part of North Carolina where all the corn is dead. The train stops at a station, like trains often do. The conductor said, "Hey, hurry up! Hurry up, you two!" Just grumbling and snapping. Then he realized they were two blind guys. He felt bad. And everybody was telling him, "Oh, well, man. The train got in the station. Trains often do. Charlotte, North Carolina. I went there. How about you? The Emerald City looked mighty strange. It was a big city in the middle of nowhere. And I went down, missed my light rail train. So I hung out until the next one came. Oh yeah. Then I was grumpy because I hadn't eaten anything all day. So I went to a good pizza place and found cheer wine. If you haven't had cheer wine, you really should. It is a soft drink of the South and it is delectable. I went busking on the corners of Trade and Tryon, at the foot of those skyscrapers. Yeah, they're really cool. I was in a couple of photos, and I did some rock star poses. And then what did I do? Oh, then I got on the bus! So first, these two middle school girls came up and asked me if I knew how to sing Bruno Mars. And I started singing Bruno Mars. They showed them I couldn't sing Bruno Mars. She was covered in blood and gold, 21 years old. They were convinced, so we sang Pump Them Kicks instead. Then I got on the bus. I saw a sketchy guy who unfortunately recognized me from my uptown busking earlier in the day. It was a window washer. We talked about the skyscrapers. And he was wondering, we were both wondering, how they wash those windows. We said, "No, man, you need a team to go up there." I said, "Oh, for sure." I said, "If you fall off onto the concrete, you're done." I said, "Oh, for sure." And the whole bus is listening. And then he said, maybe if you wrapped yourself up in foam padding and put a helmet on, you'd be okay. Maybe just a broken ankle. Then we got to wondering, maybe the skyscrapers had an auto cleaning option. Kind of like an oven, I guess. With water. Because they ain't never seen anybody clean the skyscrapers. Went out to the blind pig. I saw my buddy Chris, my new buddy Amy, which is his wife, and their little daughter Lucia. And we hung out. I've never met these people before, except over Facebook. I met Chris because I used his pictures for my CD with permission, of course. We were going to watch some trains, but we didn't see any trains because I was there. Well, that's how it goes. And it started raining, so we hung out indoors. Then we finally ate some more pizza. We ate some more pizza. Then we finally decided, pizza was at a reasonable time, we decided to go busking on the Long Bridge. Because Chris had bought an amp, a little mini Marshall stack, like mine, but twice as cool, because mine's just a half stack. But we couldn't find a roof and a parking lot. Chris was driving around. He finally says, "I'm jamming with Jesus." I didn't know what he meant until he pulled in to a mega church in Charlotte. There was nobody there, and we stood under the front awning and played AC/DC and Nirvana and some blues. Check for the video soon. So I could go to the church. Went back to my hotel. Got up at 4:30 in the morning. And the hotel smelled. Caught a cab. The first one of my life. Made friends with the driver Kia. I'll tell you, it was right nice. He had started his business, and for the first time in his life, felt Edward and stable, and was doing good as an entrepreneur. Then I was in the train station, waiting for that train. I saw there was a dude with a White House press pass. I started talking to him. Turns out he was in town for the convention, which was a little earlier, the DNC. And he works with one of my favorite radio stations. He tweeted about me on the train. Just met a precocious young musician named Josh. He tells stories, so do I. Hashtag JURT. I thought it was a pretty cool tweet. But he could have been a pretentious musician, he said. But no, precocious. Supercalifragilistic. Expialidocious. Then I was on the train. And about the conductor. And all the amazing stuff she had done. Social work. Then she was dealing with some really horrible people. She couldn't take it anymore. So she left. It was the right thing to do. The job of conductor found her. And she makes conducting an art form, calling out the signals. I gave her a CD. She asked me to sign it. It made my day. Then, somebody said, "Are you the famous Josh Urban?" Was in the snack car. I thought the snack car couldn't get any better. It did. The famous Josh Urban. Yes, yes, I said. I guess that anybody from D.C. The train pulled into Richmond 45 minutes late. But my buddies Jim and Jason of the J.O.B. the Jim O'Farrell Band, the JOB.com. Check them out. Well, they're waiting for me. They just brought me a banana meat. We're busking downtown. We're a whole lot of people downtown. So I use my 4% of a Google Plus hanger. But it must have looked right funny, because my phone was propped up by my backpack. So all the people saw on an empty street was me saying to my backpack, "Thank you, Richmond!" Got on that train. After eating some more pizza, the guy in the pizza shop got his finger stuck in a gear many years ago. And he told me there was 5 levels of stupidity. He was at a level 4 because he was ignorant and not paying attention, which already adds 1 level. So really a level 3, I guess. He told me intoxication adds an extra level automatically too. But he was sober when he got his finger jammed in the gear. We were talking about playing guitar, that's how that came up. Got the train back to Richmond, back from Richmond to Alexandria. And I accidentally ended up in a quiet car. And then I got off and came home and passed out. And I'll tell you what this story's about. It continues next weekend in just a couple of days. See you in Alexandria, Philly, and New York. So keep sharing. I heard from people from Japan and Australia and Russia and the United States. Ain't it great? Thank you for sharing your view of the world. So keep the stories coming. I'll see you out on tour.